Okay, cool. Well, yeah. What's up, guys? My name is PCP Dave. I run PCP.co, clothing brand. I also have a nonprofit called the Compton Project. So we do skateboarding competitions, skateboarding events at Wilson Skate Park, and it's been pretty cool. I also have a 3D printing business called 360 World Prints, and I also have a basic ass life, trying to do the most I can, I guess. So that's a really good question. So I started when I was in Compton College. I started my freshman year, and honestly, I just wanted to make some T-shirts. I thought it was gonna be really cool, just like literally just hooking up homies and like family and shit. And yeah, I was just thinking of a name. I was like, damn, I need to find something that would be, kind of intriguing, something that anybody likes. So I was literally like going in between pizza or tacos. That's literally what I was just about to choose. And interestingly enough, I had a friend that he would pretty much like be skating with us. So coincidentally enough, we have Compton one right here, which is fucking nuts. And yeah, man, we'd pretty much be skating like 4 deep. And he loved like those fucking oatmeal cream pie cookies. I don't know if you actually know what those are. Yeah, dude, delicious as fuck. Well, anyways, it'd be crazy because like we didn't have shit, and yeah, we'd be done with our skate sesh, and pretty much once again it'd be 4 of us, and he would like split his oatmeal cream pie cookie with like all of us, and that shit always like stood out because I was like, what the fuck, like we have nothing, and this was like also same shit. That fool don't got nothing, and he's like down to like split his last. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, he unfortunately got deported, like on like some legal issues, and he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, like I need some money, like it's rough out here." And I was like, "Yeah, for sure, man." So around that time, I was just starting this whole T-shirt thing, and I was like, "All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna stick with pizza." And then, like as an oath to my friend, I was like, "Okay, cool. Oatmeal cream pie cookie. I'll put pizza, cream pie, stuck them together." And that shit sounds fucking crazy because like, what the fuck does that even mean? But I guess the deeper meaning is that. And then when you abbreviate it, it's even sketchier, PCP, which is fucking nuts. But at this point, I think it's just like a marketing thing. Because like it stands out. It's like, what the fuck is that? And to think about it today and be like, damn, that shit is successful. I think it's pretty nuts. Like, it doesn't even matter what kind of name you have, as long as like what you're doing is genuine. I think it's pretty sick. They answer a really cool question. So pretty much, this skateboarding brand called Skateco. Shout out to Skateco. Frenchie, much love. Jay, much love. Love you guys. Yeah, so they were just like, oh yeah, we're gonna run this event. You down to co-host? And at the time, I was actually in Vegas with my girl and her family, and I was like, yeah, for sure. And they were like, for sure, we're gonna run this shit on Sunday. And I was out from like I think like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like throughout the weekend. And I was like, fuck. Well, I let my girl know. I was like, damn, we're gonna have to dip back to Compton early. And she was like, oh, okay, for sure. Like, what time? And I was like, they're gonna run the event like at 11 or something. That's a cute ass dog. That dog better come back. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I told my girl, oh, shit, we gotta leave Vegas. We gotta make it to Compton by like 11. And she was like, for sure. So we left like 4 in the morning and shit. Fucking early as fuck. We got here, and yeah, man, I thought it was a pretty cool experience because I thought honestly it was just gonna be like a little bit of people, but a fuckload of people showed up. We had like all the residents and shit pulling up, and they were like, damn, it's fucking beautiful. And I was like, damn, this is sick. So luckily I had the chance to like co-host, just kind of see like my friends and like the homies and shit just skating, and we gave out so much product. So I thought it was super cool, and it definitely just kind of shined the light on just like representation. Like the city really needs it, and I was like, damn, this is cool, man. So fast forward, yeah, I actually hit up the same company, and they were like, nah, bro, we can't run that shit no more. And I was like, damn, why not? And they were just like, yeah, like on a business tactic, like we don't really benefit from it. And I was like, for sure, man, fuck it. So I hit up one of these dudes actually, shout out to Trey, and yeah, man, I was trying to see like how the hell am I actually gonna do this shit, because this shit is pretty challenging to do. But anyways, man, he was like, yeah, let's try to do an event, see how it goes. And that was pretty much it, man. I hit up a ton of people. A lot of people were not down. They were just like, nah, like I don't feel it. We don't really got the resources for it, type of thing. And I was like, yeah, for sure, man, no worries. Well, interestingly enough, that event that we did, I think we got like 300 plus people on that event. We had 2 buses. We had the residents coming out. We had, I think, like a drone and shit. Shit was crazy, man. I was like, what the fuck? So just that alone, that shit really tripped me the fuck out, because then I was able to do this shit even more. As people saw traction, I was hitting up like different companies, different local businesses and stuff. I hit up Patria and stuff, and some different skate shops. They gave me product, and I was like, man, this is tight. But even then, like, shit is expensive as hell to do. So this guy reached out and he was like, hey man, like, how are you doing this to be sustainable and stuff? And I was like, I'm not, man. Like, I'm gonna go broke if I keep doing this for a minute. And he was like, for sure, man. Well, let's not do that. He's like, let me help you out. We'll create a nonprofit, and pretty much everything that you get is gonna be through donations. And yeah, man, we're pretty much gonna be able to sustain this. So I was like, okay, cool. So I believe the first time we legitimately did was probably like last year in like Halloween. So we started this August 2022. So damn shit, well, it's already been a minute actually. But yeah, man, we luckily did this event and everything was paid for, man, thankfully. So we dropped some decks and stuff, which has always been a dream of mine. Just to kind of having some skateboards. We printed out some t-shirts. We, you know, gave out a ton of food. We gave out product for days, bro. We were giving out completes and everything. It was a blessing, man. So I got luckily connected with like a ton of nonprofits from around here. Shout out to Watts Community Corps. Shout out to T. Much love, T. She honestly blessed me with so much product, and she was like, man, you're doing some good shit. So, you know, I just want to bless you with this, and, you know, just give it out to your community. She literally wanted nothing else in return, and I thought that was fucking cool. So as I continued on, a lot of people really started fucking with it. So yeah, man, I was like, damn, this is cool. Like, I didn't think I was gonna get that much support. And fast forward, I had like 27 sponsors for a specific event, and it was sick, man. Starting from like literally like one person believing in it to like, you know, all these people. And, you know, as we continue doing it, just reaching out to like different communities, different people that run their nonprofits or like different skate companies. And yeah, man, just trying to shine the light on Compton, because bro, there's a lot of talent here, but unfortunately not many people want to invest their time and money in here. But yeah, man, that's how the Compton Project came about. We're going strong, just trying to make more decks and have more publicity for it. Yeah, for sure. First and foremost, I would say Patria Coffee Roasters, located on Alameda and Compton Boulevard. Pretty cool spot, man. Really small business, but I mean, honestly, since day one, they've been supporting everything that I do. So I think a huge shout out to them. Aside from that, they actually make some pretty good fucking coffee. So if you guys are ever in the neighborhood, or if you guys want to go out of your way, check out a really local spot. Yeah, it's a beautiful location. Unfortunately, today they got broken into, which is insane just to kind of think about, that we're gonna do like an interview in there, and like they literally just smashed their windows, and I don't know what the hell they actually did, but they just robbed their like cashier or some shit. So yeah, man, it kind of sucks for like small companies like that just to shit still be striving, bro. Like, that shit to me inspires me, because I'm like, dang, even though like they got hit, it's like they don't give a fuck. They're like, whatever, bro, like we're still gonna keep on grinding, and the whole community supports them. But yeah, man, I feel like that would be a spot that could definitely get overlooked. People, as you kind of mentioned, just like drive by it and they're like, oh fuck it, you know. But yeah, man, actually taking the time, going inside, meeting the owner, meeting the staff, I think it's super cool. There's a lot of locals that usually go by, like Ms. Lena and stuff, so it's cool. Definitely, I want to say Compton worm, bro. Like, this fool's been skating. We actually grew up together. We grew like right next to one another. According to him, I got him into skateboarding, which is pretty funny. And, you know, seeing him now, I'm like, fuck, this is fucking great, bro. So I really do want to shine light on him. I do hope this fool could like get some sick ass sponsors and like get paid for what he does. The cool thing is that fool doesn't even give a fuck about sponsors, so I think that's kind of the tricky part. But get that fool paid, because yeah, bro, it's a struggle for sure trying to live out here. And man, I would say Yoshan for sure. That's a barista from Patria. That's actually how I even got hooked up over there. Yeah, man, he was just skating over here, and you know, I don't really fuck with rollerbladers or like any like scooter kids, but like, nah, bro, he's super genuine, like down to earth motherfucker. And I was like, oh shit. And yeah, man, he also skates too, and I was like, damn, this is sick. So Yeah, man, he was like, pull up to the coffee shop whenever you can. I didn't even know that fool worked there, and then eventually he's just like, oh yeah, man, I got you. Yeah, man, really awesome experience. But him too, man. He runs like a program for like kids where he pretty much like gives them like skates and shit, and he does like skate classes. That takes a lot of time and effort, bro. So shout out to him, man. But he's pretty much located in South Central, so if you guys are ever in the area, hit him up. His IG is South Central Blade Club. Pretty cool shit, man. But those would be the top 3 right now. I'm sure there's a lot of amazing people out there and a lot of amazing businesses and stuff, but that's just kind of what it is as of right now, January 2024. Love all y'all though. Compton, shit. Well, yeah, man. Definitely been born and raised in Compton, so I feel like it's very stereotypical. Just to kind of say, you know, there's always like gangbanging and like shootings and shit. But unfortunately, like I literally live in the most stereotypical part. So like, see people fucking get blasted at and like, you know, continuous burnouts and like corruption in the sheriff's department and corruption in politics and all sorts of shit. And I'm like, damn, bro, this is fucked. So I think what Compton means to me is just like, not necessarily like the head people, but like the residents and stuff, like building community and just like connecting with one another. I think that's what Compton means to me. It's kind of cliche to say, but if we all connected with one another, I feel like we can honestly like outpower anybody, bro. So it kind of sucks that yeah, it kind of sucks that there's a lot of corruption and a lot of challenges and obstacles out there. Top it off, I mean, there's like race wars and shit like that. People, you know, killing one another for like territory that realistically they don't even own, bro. So like, people are like renting shit, and it's fucking insane, bro. But yeah, man, just living in Compton definitely showed me a lot of resilience, I want to say. A lot of people are gonna tell me no, despite whatever, and you know, no matter where I go out of my city, you know, I always tell them like, hey man, I'm from Compton, and I always get these crazy looks, and they're just like, what, Compton? Like, no, I don't go out there, you know, you're gonna get robbed, blah blah. And don't get me wrong, you might get robbed, but the reality of it is that like every community has their own like shitty locations, and that's honestly what it is, man. But yeah, man, there's honestly nothing like Compton, which is super weird to kind of say, because like whenever I'm out of this area, like I'm just like, damn, bro, like all these sceneries are beautiful and shit, but nothing ever hits like home. But yeah, bro, there's just a lot of shit, and unfortunately things are getting worse for people. There's a lot of like homeless people now, and it's hard, bro. It's hard to live out here. A lot of people are just, I guess, involved in the wrong shit, which kind of sucks, but at a certain point, like, you kind of got to see it from their perspective. It's just like, damn, it is easier to sell drugs, and it is easier to rob people rather than like working a 9 to 5, busting your ass and barely making ends meet type shit. But on the flip side, I mean, you know, selling drugs and in this gang shit, I mean, gets you killed, bro. So unfortunately, like, you know, as we run these events and just kind of reflecting on like maybe like a year ago, bro, like we lost like, I don't know, 4 or 5 people already just to like dumb shit like drugs and like, you know, drive-bys and wrong place, wrong time type of thing. But yeah, man, just I guess, you know, don't take life for granted type of shit, because hey, bro, I could be gone right now. So I appreciate this interview because this kind of documents a certain chapter in my life, and I think that's pretty sick, you know. I would like to see more involvement of people. So like sometimes I run these events and stuff, and I mean, I don't really have the biggest team, and sometimes, fuck, bro, I'll wing this shit. Like sometimes, you know, things happen, bro, emergencies happen, some people lag, and it's all good, bro. I love but yeah, man, at the end of the day, like, we're still gonna push this shit out. We're still gonna try to hit as many kids as we can with, like, you know, just some positive stuff, with some skate product, whatever it is, just a good time. But I mean, also take an initiative, because sometimes I get backlash and they're just like, man, what the fuck, this could have been better, or like, damn, bro, this food, whatever, blah blah. And I'm just like, dog, well, you fucking do it, bro. So like, you know, like, I'm over here putting in hours, bro. I'm putting in fucking days weeks, months of planning and shit. And when the day comes, like, you know, not everything is gonna go exactly as planned, but we're still gonna run it, dude. So I would say, yeah, I would like to see more initiative from like the community. You know, just kind of, a lot of people have really great ideas, bro, but at the end of the day, if you don't put it into action, into fruition, then all it is a sick ass idea, bro. So I would say just take an initiative. I would also say what I would really want to see more is like just people being more involved in here. So like I said, there's a lot of corruption in like politics and all that bullshit. And realistically, I'm not all that involved in it, but I do know that there's like literally 500 people that vote every year or whatever the fuck, which is fucking insane. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Like sometimes at my events, like we actually hit like 500 plus people, and to think about it, I'm like, damn, bro, like if they voted, like shit, bro, like all these laws and shit could actually be a lot more beneficial for them, for like their families and like generations to come, which I think is fucking insane to really think about. Because a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, bro, my vote won't make a difference and shit like that. And I don't fucking know, bro. Realistically, I seriously do not know, but it's worth a shot, bro. So I think it'd be really cool just getting people involved in like their community, dude. It kind of sucks, you know. People say they love their community, but like throw trash on the floor. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? You know, they like fucking break into like people's homes and like break into people's car and, you know, just like graffiti random shit. And I'm all for graffiti. Like if you're like putting like a sick ass fucking mural, bro, like on some like dope ass shit like that. I don't know if the camera captures it, but bro, like on some shit like that, I think that's fucking sick. But if you start like putting some dumbass shit and you're just kind of like ruining the image of the city, then I don't know. I would say honestly you could use those art skills for like something positive, and I think it's honestly like you could turn any negative situation into like something amazing. So I would say that, man. I would hope that the city one day like fucking thinks outside of like what's expected from them. You know, whenever you think of Compton, you're just like, oh yeah, some gangbangers and, you know, motherfuckers just fighting and shit. And it's like, nah, bro, it ain't about that shit. It's just like connect with people, think about the way you talk, and just do positive shit, bro. You don't always gotta screw everybody over. Just be genuine as hell and do good, man. Even as the world is fucking shitty sometimes. That's what I would hope for, bro. Yeah. I would say some words of advice for like people growing in this community and shit. I feel like I really want to shine light on that, because I mean a lot of people are kind of like confused on like how to move forward in the situation that they're in, and I completely understand it. As you kind of mentioned, like we don't really have all the resources as like other communities have, and whenever we do, bro, it kind of sucks that like nobody really takes appreciation of it and nobody really takes advantage of it. But I mean, I would say just start, bro. I think that's the real answer to like a lot of people's questions. Just like starting, bro. Like a lot of us stay in thinking mode, and like even people like write it down and like all sorts of shit, which is great. But I mean, at the end of the day, you just gotta put it into action, and if you fail, just keep trying, bro. So it's just like skateboarding is just being persistent with it, getting back up and trying again. And especially like if you're not hurting anybody else, I think it's just like something that you should continue moving forward with. And I think that's just something that I learned in life. It's just like, damn, bro, there's gonna be obstacles ahead and shit, and you know, sometimes you do want to give up, and sometimes shit you might give up, but at the end of the day, like if you really want to succeed in whatever the fuck you're trying to do, like just getting back up, trying again, and you know, asking for help, bro. Like don't be embarrassed to ask for help. And I felt like that was just a challenge that I had for myself. I was like, yeah, bro, you know, I'm from Compton, like I just want to make it from the ground up, like with nobody's help. And I think I just had the wrong mentality. And honestly, when this dude just reached out, I was like, hey man, like I'm down to help you out with your nonprofit type of thing. Like I literally had a few, you know, days just thinking about it. I was like, nah, like I don't want this fucking handout type of thing, like what the fuck. But at the end of the day, I was thinking, look, I'm gonna get there, but if I do it like the way I want to do it, it's gonna take me years. And yeah, that's just like literally wasted time, and I don't really have I mean, once again, bro, like time is money type of shit. So I don't really have all the time in the world to be doing this shit. And one day, I mean, I won't be doing these events, so I hope, you know, like the youth takes over, like somebody takes over. And yeah, bro, once again, just don't be scared to ask for help. There's a lot of people that do want to help, and there's a lot of gatekeepers out there too. So if you come across people that just don't want to share any of that, fuck it. Just keep it pushing and ask the next person. You might get 99 no's, but you'll get that one yes, and I think that's the reality of this shit. Shout out to TBA or Die. Had to. Actually, funny story, bro. Like, going towards the whole clothing shit. I used to skate with that fool's nephew, and yeah, his nephew was like, "Hey, bro, like, you know, this dude does like clothing too," and I was like, "Oh, that's sick," you know. So I don't really think much of it, but then he was like, "Nah, bro, he has some cool shit," and it was so funny, man. This fool fucking filmed us and shit. Shout out to Ricky, bro. This fool filmed us and like he screen printed us like some sick ass hoodies, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is tight, bro." So yeah, man, I told his nephew, and I was like, "Damn, like, you think he's down to like help me with my brand?" Because how I was doing it, I was just like pretty much putting like vinyl on like a shirt and like heat pressing it. It's like a transfer type of thing, and like even though it was cool, like the quality just wasn't there. And I was like, "Damn, bro, like having some shit screen printed is fucking fire." So anyways, I bugged that fool for like 2 years straight, man. I was like, "Hey, man, can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me?" And he was like, "Bro, I'm busy," you know. And I'm like, "Nah, I feel it." But yeah, man, just kept bugging him and bugging him and bugging him. And then one day he was like, "Yeah, fuck it, bro." He was just like, "Pull up, we'll make it happen." And I was like, "Damn, bros." And yeah, man, we ended up making that box logo design. He helped me out a ton, bro. He like showed me the ins and outs of this whole screen printing shit. And then yeah, the whole business side too, man. Just like putting things online and, you know, how to reach out to customers and this whole social media shit. So honestly, yeah, bro, with this help, like the PCP brand definitely blew up, bro. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, this shit really threw me off, because I was like, damn, like it went from, once again, just making like t-shirts with a little pizza design to like beanies, hats, skateboards, you know, all sorts of shit, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is amazing, man. Like, it's super cool how things just kind of evolve with time and like with the right people. So shout out to TVA, bro. Shout out to my mom. Without her, I mean, literally I wouldn't be here. Shout out to God, bro. Like, once again, today's a new day and we're alive. Shout out my girlfriend. She's been supportful of all the shit that I do, even the crazy ideas that I have to this day. And shout out to my dogs, bro. I fucking love them to death. And shout out to Compton, man. I can't forget about the community, no matter where I'm at, no matter how things transform. They're always in my back pocket and in my arsenal. So shout out to you guys, and shout out to you, man. Thank you for honestly running this interview. And if you guys don't already, make sure you guys follow this dude and hit him up and give that fool money, and, you know, just bless him, bro, and give him a hug whenever you guys see him. But yeah, aside from that, that's all the shout outs I have, bro. There's a lot of people to thank, but hey, bro, too many for this. What is it, like a documentary or something? Interview? Too many for this interview, bro. Yeah, man, this is PCP Dave. Thank you guys for checking this out. I appreciate all the love and support. If you guys want to continue supporting me, make sure you guys check out the events, cop some merch, dropping shit soon. And aside from that, do good, bro. Peace out.